Sagittarius, good morning. Welcome to your general reading. My name's Clive. You're watching Emery's Tarot. It's my great pleasure to be here and read for you today. Everybody's welcome. New viewers, new subscribers, cross-watchers, you're all very welcome. For the benefit of the latter, please take the bits that resonate and leave the rest. Don't try and make it fit. This will just lead you to wrong conclusions. My regular viewers will already know this. I kind of repeat this message in every video I do because it's very important. If you try and force it to fit, you know, and it doesn't resonate naturally, it will lead you to wrong conclusions. Perhaps if you stick around, which I hope you do, perhaps next week's video will resonate with you naturally more. Okay, because the energies do change, the readings do change. With that said, enough of my babble. Let's see what's going on for you. What's going on for the sign of Sagittarius? Energies and messages, please, for the sign of Sagittarius. Well, you've got a satisfactory situation here, Sag. But what I'm getting is communication coming in. Okay, relationships are finding a much more even keel, and somebody is finally playing into your hands. There's a lot of healing needs to take place. For some of you, you're still dealing with somebody from the past. Okay, and there's an opportunity, but it will require a bit of work and a bit of effort on your part. Okay, and what this card is basically saying is keep doing what you're doing, don't despair. Okay, because it will work out in the end. It's kind of my don't lose faith card. All right, and you know, you do like your freedom. Okay, it's not to say you're not loyal or committed to somebody, but you do like your freedom to move. You kind of don't like anybody in your pocket 24/7 or to feel that you have to explain yourself. For some of you, you are dealing with a player type energy. You're dealing with somebody who is very, very impulsive. But what I'm getting most of all is that communication coming in, and you're going to react to this communication rather impulsively. After a lot of deliberation, it's kind of like a message or something said to you is finally going to click, and it's going to spring you into action. You are making a decision on your happiness. Okay, there is that strong energy around you that you feel if things are left well away, they will sort themselves out. And this is true in your case. You've left something well alone, and I'm kind of getting communication coming in, perhaps from somebody you've had a long-standing connection with, on off, however erratic, however ferocious it's been, or calm. You know, it's moving on to much deeper waters now. There's a lot better understanding between you and somebody. But there is some trust and residue feelings to deal with first. There is a separation here. Okay. For some of you, you are trying to slow it down. Okay, to give yourself time to think. All right, you're certainly holding somebody at bay here. There's been a lot of self-sabotaging in the past, but now you're putting your own feelings first. It's not to say that you don't think or feel anything for this person. It's you know, you're not going to self-sabotage again. And I'm kind of getting that you can commit to this person on a certain level, but it's trying to make them understand your point of view. I am getting an arranged meeting, all right, but it's one where there's going to be a lot of boundaries, restrictions. I'm kind of getting you agreeing to a meeting. Okay, you have been very, very busy lately with your work, etc., life, family. Whatever your situation, you've been very, very busy, and you know, things have been going fairly slowly, but this all of a sudden is a sudden rush of energy. You're trying to slow it down. Your perspective is changing, their perspective is changing. I'm kind of getting an agreement to meet, but under conditional. You're letting your conditions be known. You're putting up boundaries right from the start, saying this is as far as it goes. If this person accepts, there's no reason why it can't proceed forward. Right? But you're certainly dropping a lot of old habits here. It does mean a change of lifestyles for you. You've been used to a certain lifestyle for a long time, okay, and this does mean a change of lifestyles. It's basically calling a truce between somebody. You do feel you've been going round in circles with somebody over the past, but you are taking control. Right, things are turning in your favour, but your life is about to go in a very, very different direction. This connection is about to go in a very, very different direction to one you expected. What you're really asking yourself is, how much time and energy are you willing to put into this? You are to a degree testing the other person's commitment, because I'm kind of getting things were promised, things were said before that didn't come to fruition. But there is kind of a truce and negotiational energy going on with this. It is taking up all your attention at the moment, but I'm kind of getting you're only putting a limited time on this. Strict conditions. You are calling the shots, Sagittarius. In the past, somebody here has blown hot and cold with you. In the past, for whatever reasons, you couldn't commit. Now, you're a bit freer now. You've released yourself of a lot of obligations from the past, and perhaps you are willing to commit. All right, but you still want to maintain a certain distance, energetical difference between you and this person. You kind of want to commit, but on your terms. Okay. I'm even picking up spending time with this person, a holiday with them, going to visit them, or coming to visit you. But it's you're thinking and living the moment. You're not thinking long term. That's not ruling out the possibility of a commitment in the future, but right now you're certainly not thinking about it. There is relocation here involved for a lot of you, whether that's temporarily or permanently. Now, for one or two of you, somebody's perhaps asked you to go live with them, and which is a very, very different lifestyle to you, what you've been living. You've certainly been alone, a lot of you, and even the singles of you. This is also the case. Change of lifestyle. It's not only a question of feelings, but it's a question of practicality as well. How well can you adapt? See what else we have. Oh yeah, you're calling the shots for sure. These two cards came out. So there's the truth between you two finally coming out. It does involve a decision, and it's a kind of a decision where there is no turning back from. So you want the truth. I am picking up respite between you and somebody. Okay. Now, whether you're married and separated, the same goes for them. You know, that situation is irrelevant, really. This is between you and a certain person. You want to know the truth. You want to know their intentions. I'm picking up privacy. Yeah, I'm picking up behind closed doors planning, behind closed doors communication. It could well be that you're dealing with somebody who is married or has very strong family values, and you know, there's a third party involvement there emotionally. Perhaps this person has very strong connections with their parents, grandparents, or whatever, but there's a third party energy there. But one thing's for sure, you're taking the initiative. Okay, you have been strategizing, and I'm picking up you making your mind up. Once you've made your mind up, that's it. And these are the conditions that you're willing to you know, put in front of this person, this situation. It's not demands. It's not you will do this, you will do that. You're just putting across your point of view, which is very strong. You want to keep your individuality. You want to keep your freedom, certainly for the moment. There is a very strong attraction to this person. It's not to say it can't develop into something more, but at this moment, you're thinking of the here and now. Yeah, your life taking a very, very different... The World card, Destiny card, yeah. This could be a soulmate connection. This could be the universe bringing you and this person together. This is like what I call a fixed point in time. This was always going to happen sooner or later, so that you could clear the past energies, clear your karma, discuss plans for the future if you want to go forward with this person. But it's going forward with much more realistic expectations. I'm kind of getting in the past, you danced around this person, not telling them the truth, and they're not telling you the truth, expecting to know each other. You were second guessing each other. You know, it left a very erratic energy. But now there's a much more stable energy. I'm getting a lot of air energy around you. You could be dealing with an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, okay? But there's a lot of very truthful communication. To a degree, this person is avoiding at all costs confrontation. I'm kind of getting there's been some fairly hostile communication in the past, very hot-tempered. People saying things they don't really mean, and it's led to delays and going around in circles and always coming back to the same old thing. But you've come full circle on yourself. There's a lot more realistic expectations, excuse me, from not only you, the person you're dealing with. There's a better understanding of each other. Okay, perhaps the ambitions and the goals in the past were very unrealistic in the past. The bar's being dropped. Okay, what I'm getting this, the World card, the Wheel of Fortune, is there is a very strong energy of going forward with this, okay, on a much more equal basis, equal respect. For one thing, there is travel involved. You like travel anyway. I'm kind of getting you changing your ways, or this person changing their ways. If they were a bit of a player or you were a bit of a player, there's a dropping of ways, there's a dropping of lifestyles and a lot more stable energy. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you very much for watching.